Hello, my friend. You're listening to CEO Soapbox Podcast with Neda Farzad, episode number 5. I am so glad you could join me on my soapbox, and today we're tackling a big one. We're going to talk about why our obsession with our competitors is killing our originality and slowly our business. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to break free from the competitive death spiral and build a more resilient, original, and profitable business. And to be honest, this is all of the business owners and leaders want. All right, if you're ready, let's get right into it. We all been there, including myself. You're in a leadership meeting or a strategy session, and someone pulls up a slide and whispers, "Here's what the competitor X is doing." Ooh, and suddenly the entire conversation shifts. The next hour is spent dissecting their new feature, their latest marketing campaign, their pricing model, and before you know it, your whole strategy is a reaction. Your roadmap starts to look suspiciously like their roadmap. Your marketing sounds like their marketing, and on and on and on and on. Congrats, my friend. You and your entire business have officially fallen into the competitor obsession trap. And here's the truth: when that happens, this obsession is killing your company. Slowly, maybe, but it's happening. Why? Because it creates a massive confusion for your team. 1 minute, you're all in on a clear vision, and the next, you're pivoting because a competitor launched something shiny. Your team stop innovating and start waiting for instruction based on what the competitor 1 is doing or competitor 2 is doing. This is where initiative dies. Secondly, your brand gets diluted. If you're just a slightly different version of your competitor, why should a customer choose you? The price? That's a race to the bottom you don't want to win. Originality is your single greatest asset. When you copy, you trade your unique identity with a generic and, to be honest, forgettable one. And finally, this is important, it kills your learning loops. When you're imitating, you're always a step behind. And you think you're learning from their successes and failures because, to be honest, you have no idea. And then you never develop a muscle for true market discovery because you're just following someone else's tracks. It's a business equivalent of tracing a drawing instead of learning how to draw yourself. One is the skill and unique. The other is a, party trick. So if benchmarking and copying is the problem, what is the solution? So just to be clear, it's not about sticking your head in the sand and pretending your competitors don't exist. I am not saying that. Instead, you need a mindset shift from benchmark and copy to constrained and focused. Focus in business is a superpower. When you stop trying to be everything to everyone and match every feature in the market, you can start being a lot better at a few specific things. That focus compounds. Your team gets clearer, your decisions get faster, and your customers get a product that is exceptional at what it does, not mediocre at everything. I've seen this time and time again in the past 25 years. The companies that break away from the pack aren't the ones with the longest feature list. They're the one with the strongest point of view about themselves. They know who they are, who they serve, and most importantly, what they don't do. All right, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? Glad you asked. I'm going to share a few practical and battle-tested tools from my own experience of doing this. You ready? Number 1, I want you to create decision filters. So this is your no list. Sit down with your leadership team and write down the things you will actively say no to. For example, you could say, we will not enter a price war, or we will not build a feature just because a competitor has it, or we will not serve customers outside our core demographic. Make it crystal clear. This isn't just a mission statement, it is your company's immune system against bad ideas. Second, define your 3 non-negotiable for the next 90 days. This can happen every 90 days. So what are the 3 and only 3 outcomes that will move the needle for your business based on your strategy? Not market strategy, not what you see in a competitor's, yours. This forces ruthless prioritization. Anything that doesn't directly serve one of those 3 goals is a noise. Turn it off. Thirdly, I want you to build copy-resistant operating principles. I like things simple. I don't have fancy name for this. Copy-resistant operating principles works perfectly for my mind. So what I mean by that is there are unique ways your company works that cannot be easily replicated or duplicated. Maybe it's your radical transparency with customers. Maybe it's your lightning fast support model. Maybe it's your proprietary manufacturing or processing system or marketing system. Your competitors can replicate your product. I guarantee you that you're not the only one. But they can never duplicate your culture, your unique way of operating, or the proprietary methods built on your unique experiences. Focus on strengthening those aspects. They are your true competitive advantage. Okay, so even though I say that, I guarantee you sometimes you'll be slipping back into the old habits. So how do you know this is happening? I want you to watch for the signals. Some of them could be, are your team meetings starting with competitor news again? Is your marketing team asking to do a campaign like competitor X? Is feature parity becoming a common phrase? When you see these signs, call them out. Pull the team back to your non-negotiables and your decision filters. Course correct quickly. And I want to share something. I know I said I'm not talking about putting your head in the sand. That's not what I'm saying. Here's something that you won't hear in a business school. I want you to treat your competitors' strategy or data or whatever they do like you treat a weather forecast. Seriously. You check the weather in the morning or the night before, right? Is it going to rain? Maybe I'll bring a jacket. Is it going to be sunny? Maybe I need to sunscreen if I'm going to be out. I don't know, wear sunglasses. You note it. You see it. You make a small adjustment and then you get on with your day. You don't cancel all your plans, sell your house, move to the desert because a forecast said a 30% chance of showers. And if you, like me, and you're relying on Alexa to tell you the weather, which she gets it wrong sometimes, you don't let it dictate your life, right? You adjust. You see it. You go, okay, so that's how you should treat your competitor data. You see if there is anything interesting, if there's anything you need to add to your to-do list, and then get back to executing your plan. Don't let the forecast become your destiny because, first of all, actually, the only thing is you have no idea. If you're being honest with yourself, you probably don't know exactly what's going on and how this new approach is working for them. Your job isn't to react to their weather. It's to build a business that can thrive in any condition. All right, so I can see some eye rolling when it comes to this and some objections. But we all fall behind. Okay, so not everyone talks like that. But really, behind what? A race you never intended to run? You fall behind when you lose sight of your own finish line. Not when someone else passes you on a different track. True innovation creates new tracks. Another my favorite one is, but my board expect benchmarking, Neda. Nah. Your board of directors expect results. Show them a clear, focused strategy with strong leading indicators. Show them how your focus is increasing margin, customer loyalty, team velocity, and so on and on. Speak the language of outcomes, not the language of imitation. A good board of directors will respect a leader with conviction more than the follower with a good spreadsheet. Another one of my favorite one is, but customers are asking for features our competitors have. Are they though? Or is a vocal minority asking? You know, the ones from hell? And are they actually asking for features or for the outcome the feature provides? Dig deeper. Often there is more original way to solve the underlying problem that aligns with your product and vision. Don't just take feature requests, solve the root problem for your customers. All right, my friend, let's take away here. We love to do a takeaway, and 3 things I want you to remember. It could be a 4. Okay, 1 is your obsession with competitors is a slow poison. So it dilutes your brand, confuses your team, and kills real learning and progress. Number 2, please shift your mindset from benchmark and copy to constrain and focus. Define your own game. Number 3, use practical tools. You can build decision filters, set 3 non-negotiable every 90 days, and lean into your copy-resistant operating principle. And finally, the last one, I said it was 4. I want you to treat your competitor data like the weather. Check it. Don't worship it. It's your business, your vision, your soapbox. Stop letting other people write your script. Thanks for getting on the soapbox with me today. If any of this hit home, please subscribe and share. If you want to continue the conversation or call me out on something, I'd love to connect with you. You can find me on LinkedIn. Just search for Neda Farzad. That's NEDA FARZAD. Or connect with me on Instagram and Facebook under Neda Farzad Official. And make sure you tune in next week where we'll be tackling a thorny one. Stop promoting top performance into management. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.